guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a lovely Christmas and a good weekend. What I wanted to do in this week's video is go through my 2018 favourites. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this year has gone worryingly quick. So when I've been going through like things that I've been enjoying this year, it's been a bit of a mad kind of recollection of whether or not I actually bought them in 2018 or it was last year or not. So I was going to go through all of the bits that I've been enjoying this year, and I've also got a new light. So I've got a ring light now, which I got for Christmas from my parents from Amazon. Just a little cheapy lamp, you know, just so I can have a bit better lighting for you guys if I want to do makeup tutorials and all of that jazz. So yeah, hopefully let me know if you like the new light setup. So first things first, this is technically a very late 2018 favourite, but I had to share it. I knew I was going to get it for Christmas, but my mum bought it for me for Christmas, my mum and dad. So it's this gorgeous baby pink faux fur coat from Dorothy Perkins. I don't know if it was reduced. I don't know if it's reduced anymore now. I'll have to have a look for you. If I can find it, I'll link it down below. It comes down to about my knee. I'm not going to try and wriggle around too much because I have had a bit of camera issues since I've been filming this video. But yeah, my mum saw it and was like, I had to get it for you. It's absolutely gorgeous. Faux fur. I just would be a bit worried about wearing real fur, to be honest with you, especially because I've got my little Alfie. But yeah, really nice and cozy, and I can tell it's going to last me a while. I wanted to also go through some of my clothing favourites. So for overall dressing and for things when I'm shooting on Instagram, Boohoo has been absolutely killing it in my opinion. Ever since Take Me Out, I've also been kind of leaning towards making sure that I get kind of if I can find like decent clothes in the petite sections of clothing ranges, and do it, just because at 5'1", sometimes I find with things like jumpsuits, play suits, even just dresses, the proportions aren't quite right, and I have got curves. I'm just for reference, I'm an 8 on the top and a 10 on the bottom, so but I still need like it to flatten my curves and make sure that nothing's looking like squashed down or uncomfortable. So I wanted to show a few of my favourite bits from Boohoo. This is from their petite range. I don't know if this dress is in stock anymore, but I wore it for my Christmas party. You've probably seen it on my Instagram, but it's this gorgeous rose gold sparkly dress. These are kind of like my favourite style dresses that they do, especially in the petite range, because I can still wear a really supportive strapless bra underneath. And yeah, the proportions on it are great. So the way the sequins are lined up is it's kind of got almost like corsetry built in, so there's really subtle paneling going between the glitter, and it had a little sexy little leg slit there. But yeah, this is probably my favourite dress of the year from good old Boohoo Petite. And then another little example, I love their lingerie and their nightwear. I have posted today, or yesterday, this is Saturday that I'm filming, but it's this gorgeous pink and white striped silk nightwear set. This kind of thing I wear all the time. I wear them when I'm lounging around and I just want to be comfy. So hopefully you can't hear my mum blow drying her hair as well. But oh well, I'll carry on. So I got this in a size 8. Yeah, I got it in a size 8. And then the bottoms are in a size 8 as well. Nice and stretchy, really cute. And again, I feel like if I do have a boyfriend anytime soon, I feel like that's a cute little nighttime outfit to wear. Some of my favourite jeans, I'm a size 10 and I still have a bit of a butt and I still like want to gain muscle and look, you know, on point. So my favourite jeans that I've discovered this year are from Primark. I've got these in black and I've got these in the blue colour. I'm going to Primark on Monday just to spend a voucher I've got for Christmas, so I'm going to see if I can get another pair. But these are the Body Sculpt skinny jeans by Primark. I got them in a size 10. And it says they're designed to lift, slim and shape. And yeah, they're really flattering. The black pair are really flattering as well, like because it's got like lycra built in, they've got a good bit of wear. I tend to find it quite hard sometimes to find jeans that are still going to knit me in at the waist, but then you know, fit the bum as well. So, but because you don't really want it where your bum's like looking nice pert, but then the actual waistband is really like baggy and hanging off you. I think they were £10, £10–11. And yeah, for every day, the black pair especially look great. Like the way the Lycra just suck in your legs, they kind of make your legs look way more muscly than they are. My favourite pair of shoes for this year, hopefully they don't smell. I do wear these a lot, so excuse that they're a bit scruffy. But these are the Adidas Arkyns trainers. I got them in a size 4 because again, I'm 5'1", I have got very small feet, but I actually got these in the kids section. I have also just bought a pair of Adidas Falcons in the sale, just because I wanted like a thicker, chunkier trainer that I could wear for walking in. But yeah, I really like the way these look. Just I wouldn't wear these to train in potentially, but for every day, they look really nice with denim because they've got the blue. They just look really different and they feel really nice on, like the kind of layers that it's got on the inside is really nice. So yeah, I've been wearing these all the time, but yeah, I just wanted to get like a thicker pair just so when it's wet it doesn't like soak through. But yeah, these are my favourite trainers. I actually saw them on Paige Riley's one of her YouTube videos and was like, I really like the look of those, so they're my favourite shoes. In terms of fitness and food, I forgot that I actually bought this year, but I have got a new Fitbit. I've had it now, obviously, I think since about June. It's the Fitbit Charge 2. So far, I've had a few now. I've had some without the screen, I've had another one with, but this one to me is like perfect because it tells me my steps. It tells me my heart rate, especially when I'm training, which is really important. Tells me how many miles I've walked, how many calories I've burned, and it's also got like a timer on that, so basically you can track your workouts, and it's got options where you can basically choose what kind of workout it is, and it is obviously a very clever thing, is old Francis Fitbit, because it works out if you're doing exercise and you haven't told it you're doing exercise, it can tell you if you're walking and it'll give you a gist of what they think you've been doing, which is pretty impressive. And yeah, it all syncs in really well to the app. So if I bring the app up on my phone, if it'll load. So yeah, the app, I don't know if this is going to show. I don't know if it will, but this is like the Fitbit app, and it will basically tell me how many hours I've slept, the calories that I'm burning, and I can then also sync it into MyFitnessPal. So if I've done, say for example, 10,000 steps, it will then sync it in and recalculate my macros for me, which is really good. Moving on to 2 other fitness and food bits. I do have quite a lot the MyProtein meal replacement shakes. I have normally been using just the low calorie meal replacement. My favourite is probably the salted caramel, but I have recently bought the women's active meal replacement by MyProtein in strawberry shortcake. I just really like having it like on days where I want to almost kind of, it's just really quick and convenient, and also on days where, like say around Christmas, I've wanted to have like a more like luxurious meal or have more carbs in the evening. These kind of meal replacements are great because it's a set amount of calories, set amount of carbs, and I can basically then factor in and make sure that if I am having a treat, I can be a bit lighter in what I'm eating throughout the day. So I've been having the active women's meal replacement for the last 2 days, and yeah, that strawberry shortcake flavour is great. And yeah, just for a quick on-the-go meal, I'll probably take one to work with me Monday because our office shuts at 1. So rather than have a takeaway, I'll probably just make myself one just to take into work with me, just to guzzle down before I go shopping. Other new favourite is the Impact Whey Isolate, also by MyProtein. I had it in the chocolate brownie flavour on the recommendation of Rosie J Fitness, so Rosie J Pierce. I've watched her YouTube videos for years, and yeah, I find that this protein, it just like, I don't know if it's because it's like a very filtered down protein, but it doesn't like have any lumps, and when you do add water it expands quite a lot, so you can actually get away without having milk in it, and it still tastes kind of thick and creamy, and it doesn't taste too like, I'm a bit weird with chocolate flavoured protein because I think sometimes it can taste a bit like, flowery, I think that's the right word. So yeah, with this I can obviously have protein and I can use it in a lot of different recipes as well. The next things I wanted to do, I'm gonna have to grab it from down here, is my absolute new obsession for 2018 when it comes to my hair. Sorry, I'm trying not to jig around the camera too much. And these are my babies, like my angels. Like, I'm clutching this like a child. It's my heated rollers. They come everywhere with me. They fit in my little suitcase, perfect. And the reason why I love these ones, these are the Remington Pro Luxe rollers. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. There's 20 rollers. There's, I think, 8 smaller ones and the rest are the slightly bigger ones. I literally use all of these on my hair. I have teased it and given it a bit of zhuzh today using the Hair Shark, which I've literally only just bought but I love. The Hair Shark is just basically like a teasing comb, so I've used that today as well. But for black hair, I think my biggest problem, well, just it's not really a problem, it's just more like a, you know, I hate to say problem because it's not a first world problem or anything like that. But basically when I put my rollers in, when I used to do my hair, I would blow dry it and then I would curl it using a curling tong. But then the problem with that is then it loses a bit of the volume and my hair tends to get frizzy. But then, like, I still want to do something with my hair and I want it to look shiny and glossy. So rather than do like a 2-step process where I curl it and then just put a normal Velcro roller in just to hold it, the heated rollers for me just work really well on my hair. They give me like a nice kind of voluminous bouncy blow dry. Whenever I wash my hair, I put them in to set. I literally just let them cool down, which can take as quick as 20 to 30 minutes if you're in a rush. And yeah, I just love them for the like the volume and just the shape that they give my hair. So if you've got like you like that kind of pin-uppy look, I definitely recommend getting some rollers in your life. They're a bit of a game changer. Skincare is the next thing. Skincare is something that I mean I love skincare anyway, but I love it even more at the moment. I'm on a bit of a kick. I'm 26, so I want to make sure that I stay looking young. So the first thing that I've been loving, and I'd highly suggest you get it, regardless of what brand it is. If there's one thing you take away from this video, it's do this. And it's make sure that you buy SPF. I've been wearing SPF on my face, be it in foundation or be it in a moisturiser, since I was about 16, 17. And I think my skin's looking pretty youthful still. Don't know if you can hear a little Alfie Bow barking away there. But this is the Heliocare Advanced Gel SPF 50. I heard about this one because Holly Willoughby's makeup artist uses this on her, especially in the jungle. And like the texture of it, it's more, it doesn't feel like sun cream. Like I think for some people, and for me especially, like sun cream can feel really thick, and I feel like on my face it can make me break out, it can make my skin worse. But this is SPF 50. It's not really, you can also buy a tinted one, which I'm also considering getting. They sell like a tinted foundation sun cream, which I am, you know, quite tempted by. But for every day, this SPF 50 is perfect. It kind of smells like the Aussie hair care products. And yeah, I've been really enjoying that. So make sure you get your SPF in, guys. Just going to throw it. Other skincare. Now, I was going to show you my massive pots and tubs and pumps of these, but I just thought it's easier just to show you. So one of my main favourites, it's a goodie, it's a classic, you can't go wrong with it, is E45 cream. So it's one of these products that I think, oh, it's not that good, or there's other better stuff around. But then when it comes to my skin and how sensitive it is, I literally can't beat it. So although I use like my anti-aging products, like when it comes to overall moisture for me, E45 is my favourite, the best. So I use the cream when I get out of the shower. I'm a big believer in moisturising whenever you wash, just to like keep your body looking nice and soft and smooth. So I use the E45 cream in the pump when I get in the shower, when I get in the shower, when I get out the shower. And literally every night, if you see me on my Instagram stories on an evening, there's sometimes where you've caught me with it, like literally like just bathed in E45. But yeah, once I've done my skincare, I'll just normally put a reasonably thick layer on and I'll just let it sink in. I do my neck, I do my chest just because I want it to look nice and youthful and fresh as a baby. And yeah, I just love the stuff. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. A face mask I've been loving. I've used this one for a while now. I've actually bought another one recently because I'm almost at the end. But this is the L'Oreal Pure Clay Detox Mask. It's just a great kind of, it's a charcoal mask, and I think I might do it tonight, to be honest, because if I wear makeup quite a lot, which I do, I pretty much wear makeup every day, I like to kind of have that feeling of getting any dirt and built up grime out of my skin. So I've been using the detox mask 1 to 2 times a week recently, especially with the Christmas, all the parties, all the food. You just want to make sure your skin's nice and clean. It just sucks everything out. You can see it. It's not too expensive. It's like a favour from Amazon, so that's my favourite face mask. My main skincare love of this year, a new brand that I've discovered, is the Ordinary. If you see on my Instagram story, I've just set up a section on my story called Hands Glam as a highlight, so you can see the skincare I'm using and I'm loving. So this is some of my highlights from the Ordinary. I bought a load of their stuff because Beauty Bay had like 40% off, and I definitely want to repurchase all the stuff that I've got. But my 3 main favourites, if I was to recommend 3 for you, is first of all for blemishes, Salicylic Acid. I've always bought some kind of salicylic acid, but in like a spot treatment, and I feel like this is going to last me. Like I've used it every day pretty much, and I've still got loads left. It's basically brilliant for blemishes, so I tend to get flares up of like hormonal acne on my chin, and I had quite a frequent like process of breakouts a couple of months ago where they just kept coming up around this area. So that is brilliant. I'd really recommend that because it's clear as well, so you could put it on. You can put it on under makeup and no one's going to know. I heard about this product, which is the Granactive Retinoid 2%, because apparently Kim Kardashian uses this. I don't know if she does. She might just use it as a body wash because it's very cheap. But I've been obsessed with this. I knew retinol was good for anti-aging, but I had no idea that it was also so good for like blemishes. And when I put this on my skin, like my forehead afterwards feels so smooth, and like it just kind of makes everything look smooth and lovely. I put anything that's left over on my hands, and yeah, I'm really impressed with this. I would never have bought this, but it's going to last me a long time, and yeah, I'm just really impressed with how kind of plump and youthful it's keeping my skin looking. My final product, which is probably my favourite, is the Ordinary AHA 30% and BHA 2% peeling solution. Now, it looks a bit weird. So when you put it on your face, it looks like you've got blood on your face, which isn't a good look, is it, huns? Like, let's be honest, it's a bit weird. So do it maybe when you're not with your boyfriend, when you're, no one's gonna turn up at the door. Yeah, just be careful when you put it on. You have to set a timer because it's got like BHA acids in, so I leave it on for 10 minutes as it says. And it's basically an exfoliating facial, so you leave it on. You can feel it kind of, it's not a burn, it's more like a tingle, and my skin's quite sensitive, so if it was going to react, I'd be the first to tell you. Obviously, maybe patch test it if you're a bit concerned. But yeah, I put this on, leave it for 10 minutes, and once I've wiped it off, straight after in the next morning, my skin feels all glowy and fresh and renewed, and yeah, it's brilliant, fantastic. I really love that product. Final things, my perfume of this year. It is very rare that I get through a perfume and almost run out of it, but I have of this one and I've ordered another. It's the Armani Code Satin. People have smelt this and literally bought it because they've smelt it on me, and it's just really nice scent, like a bit manly but feminine and sexy. And I like, you know, when you smell something on your coat and you're like, oh, that smells nice, it's this. So that is my favourite perfume. And finally, makeup. There's, I guess, 2 main areas which have been a new discovery for me. Number 1, it's been the year of lashes for me. I never wore lashes since November 2017, and ever since then, I've been obsessed. I wear them every day just because I find it so much easier to just put them on than curl my lashes and put loads of mascara on, and they just feel comfortable. I don't feel like I've got them on anymore. So my original favourite lashes were the Ardell Demi Wispers. I still wear them occasionally, but yeah, they're they literally got me hooked on wispies and demi lashes. But yeah, these literally got me hooked on false lashes because the band is so thin. Like, you really don't feel like you're wearing them, and I'd never tried lashes like this before. So if you wear glasses, or you're like me and you're new to them, give them a try. If you want something similar, and because I wear them every day, it just makes sense for me to buy like bigger packs. So these are from Amazon. These are my favourites, which I've got on now. It's the Alice Demi Wispies, which come in a pack of 5. They're pretty much the same as the Ardell Demi Wispies, but maybe a bit longer. And then these are the Lankiss false eyelashes in the Demi Wispies as well. So yeah, I've got like 12 boxes of lashes now, which is unheard of for me. But yeah, love them now, couldn't live without them. I mean, that's going a bit far, I couldn't live without them, but you know what I mean. And then makeup, I was always a nude girl, but ever since I was on the telly and I saw the way I looked with red lipstick on, I just feel like red lipstick, I mean, I started wearing red lipstick initially when I was like 17, 18, but because no one wore it where I lived, it was more like a nude, like a foundation look lip. I never really stuck with it, but now I'm kind of embracing the way I look naturally with my skin and all of that. I wear a red lip every day, and I just feel like it really suits me. It looks classic and it looks glam. So it now means that anytime I see a red lipstick anywhere, I have to try it. So I've narrowed it down to 4 of my favourites. This one is what I've got on now, and I found this one courtesy of Imagination. It's my everyday red lip that is my favourite. I've got a backup of it, so you know it's good. It's the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Amsterdam. I have tried these before in the nude colours, and they're brilliant. So if you wanted to, I'm sure you've heard of them. But this colour, I mean, because it's like a soft cream, obviously I normally wear liquid lipsticks because they stay all day. It is pretty much the same as a liquid lipstick in terms of staying power, but because it's a soft cream, you can kind of, it's really pigmented but really soft. It's a really odd combination, but you can really kind of build your lips and shape them. So that is my absolute favourite. I do need to have a look if they've got any other red shades. I know they do, but this is my holy grail colour. So whenever I'm looking at red lipsticks, I always try and get this kind of tone as a similar. For liquid lipsticks and night out lipsticks, Jeffree Star is my favourite because, again, you don't feel like you've got thick lipstick on. You can drink, you can eat, and the red lipstick isn't going to smear. So I've got these 2 in his normal collection, the Velour liquid lipsticks. Anna Nicole, which is quite similar to what I've got on now, which is like an orangey Anna Nicole 90s red. And then Redrum is, I've already bought another one of these, this is how good it is. Redrum is more like a classic, just a not a red, I don't even know how to explain it, like just a brick red, like just a classic red. So I've been loving those for nights out. I've also got a pink toned red lipstick, which is called, I can't remember what it's called, but if I ever fancy like a pinky tone red, he also has a red tone lipstick, which I really like. I think it's I can't say the word, Masochist? Masochist, that's the one. I've also got that one. Found this one at Christmas and I'm obsessed with it. It's the Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick from his Christmas collection this year. It's sold out, so I'm a bit sad. Called Hi, How Are You? And it's a berry red with flecks of glitter in it, and it's absolutely gorgeous, so I highly recommend that. So other bits for you, as per normal, Revolution face palettes are my favourite, be it Obsession, be it Revolution Beauty, or be it their collabs. So I've done a few videos on these, but I'd say one of my favourite palettes was the Soph X Extra Spice palette that they used. I also love the Belle Jorden Obsession palette. This is probably one of my favourites for night out makeup, just because you've got so many different looks. And for everyday, I've fallen back in love again with the Freedom Makeup Pro Artist Pad in Backstage, just because for everyday, I don't actually wear eyeshadow out, so this kind of gives me everything I need in terms of blush and all that jazz. Final few bits, my face favourites. So my favourite satin spray is the Revolution Supreme Matte Finishing Spray. I've got backups of this. It's my favourite because it makes my skin look nice and matte. The True Match L'Oreal Foundation in WD or 3D/3W Golden Beige. It's my favourite foundation. I've got it on now. lasts all day and just makes my skin look flawless. And the Revolution Supersize Conceal and Define in C2 is my all-time favourite concealer. I'm so glad that they've made a supersize one. Look how big it is now. And yeah, absolutely love it. For baking, which I've started doing again, and I've just found it makes my makeup last all day, courtesy of James Charles. This is the Airspun translucent powder, which is my favourite. So yeah, I think that was everything of all my favourites for 2018. Thanks so much for watching and supporting my channel. Obviously I started it in 2018 and I'm hoping to grow it and just see where it takes me. So yeah, if you enjoyed my favourites and you've got any favourites, please let me know in the comments below. Subscribe and give a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next week. Bye guys.